Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my September day in the life video. You guys probably have realized at this point, since there was an August one, that I'm aiming to do one of these every single month. But today I wanted to do this in a little bit of a different format, and I wanted to do it as a Q&A style. But first, I just want to show you, this is my cleaning schedule for today. I did schedule out my weeks so that I'm not doing everything all in 1 or 2 days. And so I'm just going to get started with all of that stuff and answer some of your questions. So I put out a little Q&A thing on Instagram and I got a few questions. So I'm just going to jump right in and answer this first one here. And that is, do Gypsy, Evie, and Allie have a favorite room in the house? And I love this question because we all know animals have their favorite spot. So Gypsy's is actually right here in the bedroom. And she's usually laying on the bed and I have to make her get up so I can make the bed and then she gets back up there. But she loves to lay in the sun all day with that big picture window and just hang out. So this is definitely her favorite spot. I would say Evie's is my chair in my office, and that's just the rocker that we've had since we were in our apartment, so nothing's really changed there. But she also really likes laying on the landing at the top of the stairs because there's a lot of sun. And then with Allie, I would say either on the back of the couch, under the couch, or the staircase. She loves the stairs and likes to just lounge across them and then swat at you if you try and like step over her. It's really fun. She's kind of a brat. Evie loves the stairs too. They get to watch over all of us and look at us disapprovingly. So on this day of the week, I clean the bathroom, but yeah, I've been separating out my cleaning by room pretty much throughout the week so that it's just not as overwhelming. And so far it's worked so well. If you guys are interested in my cleaning schedule, I can make more videos about it. I can make like a whole video about like each and every day or whatever. If you guys are interested, just let me know down below. But yeah, I'm just giving the vanity a quick spritz, and you'll see in a minute I'm going to clean the shower and the tub and the toilet as well. And I've found, and I feel like this is super obvious, but it's funny that for me it just kind of clicked that if I just do this once a week, it doesn't get crazy and it really just needs a little bit of maintenance and nothing like too hardcore. So this has been so convenient, and I usually can get it all done in the morning within the first couple hours of being awake. So moving on to question number 2. This one tripped me up a little bit. I've never really thought about it, but it is, what is one piece of advice, marriage advice, that I wish I knew before getting married? For this one, I'm gonna answer it in a little bit of a different way. More of something that I wish I had known. Kind of going a little personal here, but I actually grew up in a household that had a very unhappy marriage dynamic. And my parents fought a lot. There were a lot of issues in the household. And so I grew up seeing that and just kind of not really looking forward to getting married. Like, I didn't really think much about it until I got much older. You know, my parents went through a divorce when I was 14, and that honestly made things a lot better. But I guess I just didn't realize that it was possible to have a happy marriage with your best friend, because I had never really experienced that myself. Like, I've never seen that through my parents at all. So one thing that I've realized after getting married to Brandon is how good of a choice I made. He is my best friend. He's been my best friend for a very long time. We've known each other since we were 11, and I was often ridiculed for going back to him over and over again throughout our childhood, and then as we got older, by friends being like, why don't you just date somebody new? Like, why is it always him? Why do you always have to go back to him? And it's because he was the one for me. He was perfect for me, and we're best friends and we get each other. And so that's something I've realized, is that you can have a really happy marriage with your best friend and things can work and you guys can have your differing opinions, but you can also like find people that have the same hopes and dreams as you and you can work together on that. And I don't know if any of this makes sense, but this was the only way I could really think of answering this question, because it wasn't so much about the advice, it was just the realization after I got married that, wow, this was a good decision and I'm so happy about it. Getting a little sappy here, but anyway. So I'm just getting this all vacuumed up. The floors in the bathroom get kind of gross, and the vacuum does a great job at getting all of the pet hair and my hair, and I just like doing this before I get laundry done. It just kind of like sets a clean slate for the bathroom before I get laundry out and on the floor and stuff like that. But I've been doing 1 load a day, and that has worked really well and has kept the laundry at bay. When we were in our apartment, it was a huge problem. It was always behind, always backed up. And when we moved here, I said, nope, no more. I'm going to keep it up to snuff and not let it get crazy. And so that's what I did. And then just doing the 1 load a day has really helped. I've gotten this advice from a few different lifestyle channels on YouTube, and it's working for me for sure. We recently have been having some issues with our washer smelling like mildew, and I think that it's time to run a wash cycle through it. But leave down below, what is your favorite way to clean your top load washer if you have one? Because ours was from the previous person living here, so I definitely think it's time to wash it out. I already kind of got some of the crud out from the inside of the barrel and the tub and the centerpiece, the agitator, but I want to run something through it to really, really get it clean. So leave it down below. What do you like to use that will get rid of that smell and get rid of that bacteria and grossness? This is all just laundry from the previous day that I hadn't folded. We are in the middle of a bedroom renovation, if you're wondering why my end tables are sitting over there. And my house is a disaster, guys. There's stuff everywhere. And I just haven't been getting things done like I wanted to. This was the first day that I really did. So moving on to the next question. Do we plan to get farm animals in the future? We do plan to get chickens, and that's pretty much all we're going to be getting. Nothing else. There are horses next door, and pigs and goats, and there are horses across the street. So that's enough animals for us for now. But the chickens, I think, will be great. They will help with the bugs, getting rid of ticks, stuff like that. I'm thinking we're going to get probably 4, be doing lots of research, and getting some in the spring.
Okay, so I thought I would just pop on real quick vlog style because I am gonna start washing the windows. It's one of the monthly tasks that I have for this week in the month. But I quickly wanted to show you my fall decor in my entryway, because right now it's currently the most decorated of anywhere in my house. The house is kind of a disaster. I've probably been talking about that in voiceover this whole time about how we're renovating our room. There's stuff everywhere and I couldn't really decorate how I wanted to. So hopefully after we finish our renovation, I can do more in the house, but the entryway right now is, I love it. So I'm gonna show you that now. So not a whole ton going on in here, but I think it looks so cute and I love how I set up the bench, and I'm definitely going to decorate more in the future. Paint on my arm. Really good. Really, really good. So anyway, back to doing some cleaning. Let's get some windows washed.
So I figured out how to get the screens off my windows. These are crank out Anderson brand windows, and we like them a lot. They're so sturdy and nice. And the screens come out really easily, which is great. And I think I'm gonna take them off for the winter. For right now, we'll keep them up because the days are still really beautiful and we have been opening the windows a lot. So like, as you can see, they just snap right back in. And this big picture window in my living room is like my favorite thing ever. It just lets in so much gorgeous light. You can look out and see the tree, which is turning, guys. It's gonna be bright red. I'm so excited and cannot wait for that to turn. It's already starting to a little bit, but I think we're probably looking at like early October to mid-October for the peak of it. And it's gonna be gorgeous. I'll have to make a video with it in there because we were dying to see it turn. Like when we bought the house, that's all we could talk about was how gorgeous that tree is gonna be in the fall. And so now I am just making a lettuceless salad, as I call it. It's just a bunch of veggies chopped up with croutons and cheese. And I eat these quite often for lunch. It's just a little pick-me-up with some hummus. And then I go work in my office, which I have yet to show you guys, but yeah. That tour will be coming soon. If you guys are wondering, now is probably a good time for me to tell you that I'm no longer working at the bridal shop. I actually left that job back in August to design from home and work on YouTube, but mostly to design from home. And I'm loving it so far. I missed designing and I'm glad I went back to it. So the last question that I got is, what are your favorite autumn and winter dinner recipes? I love my chicken and ranch potato recipe that I make. It's got potatoes and carrots in it, and I think I've made it in a previous video. And then also chicken and dumplings is a big favorite in our house. But right now I am actually gonna show you my favorite dinner recipe for when it gets cooler out, and that is my grilled cheese. This is 4 ounces of cream cheese. You're gonna heat that up in the microwave for 30 seconds. And then take some mayonnaise and some dried garlic and mix that together. This is gonna be your spread for the top. Put some shredded cheddar into that cream cheese, and that's gonna be your inside spread as well. Guys, trust me, this is amazing. It's my favorite thing ever. We're making 3 sandwiches. I usually eat 1 and Brandon will eat 2. And this is derived from the Woody's Lunchbox grilled cheese at Disney World. I have altered it a little bit though, but I'm gonna link it down below. So you're gonna put a slice of provolone on each piece of bread and then take your cream cheese spread and just kind of glue that provolone down onto the bread. And then we're gonna take some white cheddar slices after this. You can use sharp or regular or whatever. I think on this day I just bought regular cheddar. And you're gonna put that on top and then place the other piece of bread on top of each sandwich. And then take your mayo spread. Guys, trust me, I hate mayonnaise, but this is a necessity for this recipe. And you're just gonna spread it all over. Make sure you do a thin amount. I have figured out that more is not better in this case. To get that perfect crispness, you want it to be a thin layer. And then drop all 3 onto your griddle at 300 degrees. And then I go back in and I I put the spread on the other side, the mayonnaise. I mayonnaise the other side. And then after probably 3 minutes or so, you're gonna flip them and they're gonna look like this. I like them a little bit burnt. And we have them with tomato soup, which I'm gonna show in a minute. There it is. Oh, the best, guys. Highly recommend. Let me know if you try it. It's so good. So that is it for my September day in the life. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Nothing too crazy going on. Hopefully October will be a little bit more eventful. We have a lot of things coming up that I can't wait to share with you, including a housewarming party and all kinds of great fall activities. So stay tuned for all of that. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the little bell to know when I upload here on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.